What's going on, Facebook? I'm Ronny Phillip with the Vida Group at Keller Realty, coming to you live from my office here in North Dallas. I have a very awesome guest on the Ronny Phillip Show. He is with Keller Williams in Los Angeles. So if you are watching this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some comments, so that way I know who's watching. So please introduce yourself, man.
Well, first of all, Ronny, man, thanks for having me. It's an honor to be on your show. I watch your show all the time. Sean Na with the Vida Group at Keller Williams Realty in the Los Angeles area. And Ronny asked me to be on because I'm visiting Dallas. I've been here for about 4 days. I'm here for a few more days. And I'll share with you why I'm here.
Yeah, so Sean is looking for more real estate opportunities here in Dallas. So I just wanted to bring him on the show and ask him a few questions on his real estate career, because what he's done with his career has been phenomenal. So Sean, how'd you even get started in real estate? Like, what sparked your interest?
Well, I wish it was a bit more exciting than this, but I got into real estate kind of by default. I was in college, and my roommate at UCLA, he was his uncle had an appraisal company, so I took a job with him. I took a summer gig, and so I was getting paid like $100 per inspection, which was cool.
That is cool.
And so out of college, I went into a corporate job.
Okay.
Not a bad salary, but I was there for about 6 months, and I was like, man, this sucks. I was totally digging the appraisal gig, driving around, looking at neighborhoods, looking at homes. So I took a job back at the appraisal company. I got licensed as an appraiser. Okay. And so I appraised for like 2 years.
Okay.
And then I realized, like, man, like the people that are making the money are the guys in sales, and then the mortgage folks. So I got licensed, and I started selling in 2005, and I never looked back.
Yeah, so 2005, that's when everything was booming, so I was in 5th grade in 2005, so I can show you all how young I am. But Sean,
and that shows you how old I am.
So Sean, like in 2005, like what did those years look like? When the market was peaking and different things like that.
Oh man, it was. I would hold an open house, and I would have like literally a line of people out the door. I would, out of that open house, I would have had 3 or 4 closings. It was just nuts. It was nuts. Like there was so much velocity in the market, and you looked like you were a badass. Everything we did, was working. So we were spoiled, especially in Southern California. So from 2005 through 7.5, the market was just taking off, right? And then we crashed at 2008.
So as it was peaking, like, this is what I heard. I heard like dogs could get pre-approved like back in the day. That's how easy it was.
Dude, if you had a pulse, you would get a loan. So yeah, it was nuts, right?
Yeah, but no, dogs can't get pre-approved. That was just a joke, guys. But it was really, really easy to get pre-approved and stuff. So when the market tanked, like, what was your strategy then?
Well, I didn't have one. No one knew that was going to happen, right? And so
what did that look like for you that first year?
It was depressing, man. That's when I met my wife Jane, and we were starting to get serious then, and then my income just stopped, and I lost my townhome, I lost an investment property that I had, and I had a lot of expenses because I was making money, and I was young. I was in my mid-20s, and so that was a really rough time. There was no income for about 9 months. And I was starting to call friends and asking if I can get into a different industry, something around sales, because that's what I did, but not real estate, right? And then I didn't land on anything that I liked. So I was driving around one day and I saw a for sale sign on a distressed REO like HUD property, and I called the listing agent. I was like, hey man, like I was just driving around, I saw your for sale sign. Can I do an open house? And he's like, yeah, sure, come on in and pick up some signs. And that day, I held it open and I sold it. And he's like, damn, Sean, like that was like a record. Like, you want to join our office? And so from there, it took off. I got into REO, top producer in that market or in that office. And then those guys eventually allowed me to open up a branch office for them in LA.
Nice.
And so that that was that. In 2009 through 11, I was in REO, and then I started buying on my own behalf because I was working with a lot of investors.
Yeah.
And then so from 11 to 14, I was just flipping heavily, and
Okay.
That's what happened.
So like the flip side, there's a lot of people interested. Hey, if y'all are interested in real estate investing, make sure you leave us some comments because we'd like to answer y'all's questions. So you got into flips. Tell me a little bit more about what got you started in flips, like what sparked your interest in that, like, and just go from there.
I mean, I think that's what felt really natural for me at the time, because I was in REO. We built a really big book of a client list of investors, a lot of them, and so I started working with the best guys in that long list of investors, the biggest guys, the easiest guys to work with, and so naturally from there, I said, I'm going to start buying on my own behalf, not our own listings, of course, because we weren't allowed to do that, but there was just so much dissension in the market. I started buying on my own behalf, and ultimately I even started partnering with some of my clients, and so that's what got me into it. I mean,
so like how many flips did you do during that time period?
we're probably doing about 25, 30 a year. I mean,
Wow.
it wasn't heavy, 2 to 3 a month.
That's incredible. Like, so if you're you're obviously the market has changed from there. So after you got done with the flips in 2014, what'd you do next?
So in the middle of 2014, summer of 14, the writing was on the wall. Like, it was starting to get really, really competitive.
Yeah.
Listing agents were asking for the listing back. They were starting to ask for trips to Hawaii. It was just nuts, right? And then we said, you know what? We're not going to stop flipping.
Yeah.
We'll take the opportunities as they come. But I said, you know what? Let me get back into what I was good at by trade, which was being an agent. And so I started interviewing all the brokerages out there: Century 21, Coldwell, Remax, and then I landed on Keller Williams, Josh Bitson.
Yeah,
Josh
that
Bitson,
guy's
man.
awesome, man.
Yes, and he started calling me at the time when I wasn't ready to jump back in.
Yeah.
He was calling me. He was doing his thing. He was prospecting, and finally I said, you know what, top of mind, right?
Yeah.
I said, this guy Josh has been hitting me up. I called him back, and I'm so glad I took the meeting, because he showed me the market center in Long Beach with a lot of the big hitters out there, and it was kind of a no-brainer. It was the right place for me, Keller Williams. So that's when I joined Keller Williams in summer of 14, and fast forward, now we're here.
Yeah. So how did joining Keller Williams really change your business and your life? Because it's really impacted me in a positive way. Like, me and Sean met, at, I think it was was that Tim Howe's event in Austin, or was it at family reunion? I'm not sure. I met Jerry. I know I met him at the real estate machine class.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was there too.
So probably
We didn't
that-
meet then.
Yeah,
we met at family reunion.
Yeah,
Days.
so Facebook and Keller Williams brought us together. How cool is that?
Right.
So
Or social media.
yeah, social media is a great tool. So, looking at the, 2014, like, so did you start building a team or an individual agent? Like, what were you doing?
Well, so what attracted me to Keller Williams was the Red Book, first of all. Josh said, go pick up the Red Book, and I picked it up and I read it, and I was like, man, this is like freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And so not only does Keller Williams, as you all know, they don't only allow you to build teams, but they encourage you to, and they teach you how. They teach you how to recruit. They teach you how to, build a real business. And so that's what really attracted me to Keller Williams. And because now I was surrounded by so many like-minded individuals, I was going at it for about a year and a half, building my own mini team. I had an admin. I recruited my first buyer's agent and an ISA.
So inside sales agents, for those of you who don't know what that is like a prospector, cold caller.
Right. And so a year and a half into Keller Williams, I met Jerry Macias, who is now my business partner. Now, we didn't partner right away. We were, we're in dialogue, and I just, I knew he was a mover and shaker, and I was doing my thing. And probably about 6 to 7 months after we actually met, I think we went to Mega Camp, that Tim Heil thing.
Yeah.
And and then we started talking about really collaborating more officially, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So how does partnerships work in team building? Like, tell me more about that journey.
Oh man. Well, first of all, I have to give my props to my man Jerry Macias, and my other business partner Joanna Segoviano. Both of them have really, they're the ones that built this team. I'm just the nerd. I'm the nerd that came in and did the technical stuff. But Jerry, he's a master culture builder. He's a master team builder, and that's I can't take any credit for that because he's the one that's done all that. And I just do the technical stuff, right? My lane is lead generation and systems. So on team building, though, from my observation and what I'm picking up and what I'm learning from Jerry is, you've got to have a really high social and emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's very, very important, especially in the world of sales, especially when we're helping people buy and sell the biggest assets to most people, of their lives. So it's really, really important to be emotionally and socially intelligent. So,
right. So I feel like Jerry and I we're yin and yang.
Yeah,
we're yin and yang. He's so super strong in the team building stuff. He gets people. He can meet and talk with someone for 5 seconds and call out exactly, what disc profile you are.
Yeah. And
and I'm a little bit stronger on the technical stuff, systems, the boring stuff. But you know what, a strong business needs both, and that's why we came together. And speaking of discs, Jerry is a high DI. I'm a high DEC.
Yeah.
So we both have these driver personalities. But I'm much more detail oriented, much more systems oriented. Jerry is much more. He's an influencer, right?
Yeah.
High I. So, but that common denominator is the high D, and that's why Jerry and I do bump heads a lot because we're high Ds. We're very vocal about what we want and what we think is our opinion.
Yeah.
So, I would say this also with team building. It's mainly Jerry. One big my 2 cents I can give on team building is don't be afraid of conflict.
Yeah.
Because it's like any other partnership or marriage, right?
Yeah.
You can't expect to be married to someone and have a happy marriage for 10 years.
Yeah. There's going to be some bumps in the road.
You can have some bumps in the road. And if your spouse or your business partner or your friend is indifferent about the relationship, the conflict wouldn't be that that intense. So when Jerry and I go at it, we're at it.
Yeah.
We've screamed and cried and yelled at each other and strangled each other, but it's all because we're so passionate about the business that we're building.
Yeah.
So I would say that find. I mean, if you're interested in building a team, and I mean, really everyone on our team is a business partner. So find a business partner who's just as passionate and just as obsessed about building a business as you are, and expect conflict. The more open and transparent and honest you are with each other, the more conflict there will be, but at least you're going to be able to resolve that conflict and get past it quicker.
So if you were to build a team all over again, say you started real estate 2017 and no money, nothing, what would you do? And what would you do differently with the knowledge you have now?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Would I do it all over again? Yes, absolutely. What would I do different? I mean, quite frankly, we're still in that startup mode. So I feel like we're there now, Ronny.
Yeah.
To be quite frank with you, but if I've learned anything in the last 7 months, since Jerry and I have officially linked up, if anything that I've learned since then is don't wait to address conflict.
Yeah.
read each other's discs, read each other's KPAs,
Yeah.
get to know each other and get to know yourself really well.
Mm-hmm.
Because communication is key.
Yeah. And self-awareness.
Exactly. Self-awareness is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
And then getting to know, those around you. Here's a book that Jerry had recommended to me when we first met, and I listened to it on the way here again on the plane. How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Love that book.
You got that one?
Yeah.
That's
Incredible.
an amazing book. I think no matter how many times you read it or listen to it, you're always going to get something out of it. And and I just want to give a big ups to the entire team too. Like, while I've been here in Dallas, man, like, I'm seeing the activity that the team is doing, the text messages, because we have a group text going on. Like, there's just so much love in the team. There's so much like hustle or so much just passion with everyone on the team. Giovanni, Andy, Adam, Josue, Ralph, and of course our boss Joanna.
Yeah.
Because she really runs the show. But yeah, I mean, I'm just so honored to be in business with my team.
Yeah, and y'all have, from what I've been, speaking with you and different things like that, y'all have a great culture. So, like, how do y'all, grow that culture and, different things like that, as far as having a positive culture in your team? Because I feel like that's really important for if agents join your team.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly because of culture, and for them to feel like at home and making sure that they can grow and level up in their life as well. So
yep. Here's the most honest answer I can give to that is that's where I lacked.
Yeah.
That's where I lacked. How to build the culture and build a team.
Yeah.
That has that amazing culture.
Yeah.
Although I didn't really give it a full-on effort, I still knew myself. I knew that wasn't my strong point, and that's exactly why Jerry and I teamed up. That's why I had teamed up with Jerry. So from observation
Mm-hmm.
and now experiencing, I would say having a really big vision.
Yeah.
One that is big enough for everyone on the team to be able to grow their own business into.
Mm-hmm.
And then being genuine about that vision, being genuine about the vision, being genuine about how much you want to help every member of the team realize that vision.
Yeah. So, with the vision, like, what's y'all's vision for this coming year, and then 5 years and 10 years down the road? I'm really curious.
Great question, Ronnie. We have a vision map on our wall, and it looks like this. So we've got our main hub in Cerritos, and we've got a bunch of expansion locations, and we've got all these affiliated businesses.
Yeah.
We've got short-term, long-term investment,
Yeah.
property management, construction, development, mortgage, escrow, title. Like, it's very big.
Yeah.
That's like 5 years. So the vision has to be big for us to have and develop these amazing leaders on our team.
Yeah.
Right, like Giovanni, man, like, he's stepped up amazing.
Yeah.
How else are we going to? How else is someone like Giovanni gonna be, realize his vision, unless our vision's that big? So that's what it looks like. Our 12-month goal is 100 million.
Nice. 100 million, guys. That is an incredible goal.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Now, are we gonna hit it? I hope so. But like Gary Keller said in the Red Book, shoot high.
Yeah.
And you'll end up somewhere a little bit lower than that, right? And we're okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. The first quarter was a slow start. We're starting to pick up, and we'll be sprinting very soon.
Yeah. So that's awesome, man. So, anything else you wanted to share with my audience?
Yeah, just I would say, I'm in lead generation. That's what I do for my team. My lane and my one thing is lead generation, and we're big prospectors.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say everyone asks about lead generation, because that's, if you're an agent or if you're in sales, how do you generate leads? I would say there's so many different things to do in lead gen. Pick your top three and go deep with it.
Yeah.
Like Ronny, for example, man, you're a social media ninja.
Yeah.
And what you've done with this, you're just going deep, And
Yeah.
so you're mastering that,
Yeah.
and you're being recognized for it, and you're an influencer, right? So I'm not really good with social media, but I've gotten really good at generating leads the way we do.
Yeah, so that's the beauty of this business, guys. It's like you can generate business from all different platforms, but it's also coming from a place of contribution, and like our goal is to serve others, right? That's what I'm here at the Kingly Group to do, is to serve y'all and bring y'all valuable content. Sean, the same thing at the Vida Group. Like if you see his videos and different things like that, it's absolutely incredible. So I guess that's it. I mean, if y'all have any questions for me or Sean, make sure y'all put in the comments. If you found this video of value, please make sure you share it, and make sure you go like Sean's business page, the Vida Group. And if you're looking to do buy or sell or invest in real estate here in the DFW area, be sure to give me a call. And Sean as well if you're in Los Angeles. So thank y'all so much for watching this video, and hope y'all have an amazing day. Take care.